Hi there. Welcome again to Halibbebsparentingspot and welcome back to yet another random topic. Today we'll be talking about anger in the home, parents being overly angry at their child and how it affects the child. But before we start, remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. So as humans, we are all bound to get angry from time to time, but being angry around your child all the time is not okay. You have to first of all look deep in you and find out where this anger is coming from. Is it coming from your own childhood experiences, or is it coming from your adult challenges? Figure out where it's coming from and try to fix it. No, but I'm not saying that you have to be giggly and jumpy and overexcited around your child all the time, but you should just try your best to demonstrate a lot more happiness than anger towards your child. Imagine your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse. Imagine this person being losing their temper and screaming at you all the time for things that they could sit down with you and explain it to you calmly. Your child feels, very, very bad when you do that to them, because your child depends on you for it, like they depend on you completely actually, for love, for food, for shelter, for safety, for protection, for support. They depend on you to develop their self-esteem. They depend on you to learn how to empathize with others, and they have nowhere else to turn to. So imagine how your child feels about themselves when you're being angry at them, when they're in this kind of a negative environment. It affects your child negatively, because it is not fun to have anyone around you who is constantly angry. This anger is not even healthy for you, the adult. So not to talk of your child. It makes your child to feel very powerless, that they can't do anything to please you, anything to make you happy. They can't even do anything right around you. And it is a direct hit to your self-confidence and your self-esteem. It is the same thing in our adult relationships. When someone is constantly yelling at you, screaming at you, instead of talking to you or talking with you. But when it comes to a child, we're always like, woof, as if it doesn't really matter. But it actually does, because we forget that a child is, first of all, a human being, a complete human being with emotions, with feelings, with a heart, and those things affect them as well. So my point is, if you're constantly angry around your child, everything they do makes you angry. You complain about your efforts. You can't actually sit down with them and have a meaningful conversation. But when they do something wrong, when they make a mistake in this learning process, you are quick to yell at them. You are quick to scream at them. Your child can easily become an angry individual also, because such behaviors, this kind of an attitude is easily transferable, especially when it is happening over and over and over again. That is why you hear sometimes people say anger runs in the family. It shouldn't. That is a statement that it's not even nice to say it out loud, because you have the power to break that cycle. You have the power to make the necessary changes in your life so that your child never has to exhibit similar behaviors. I know there are no perfect parents out there. No perfect parent is out there. But we really need to remember that the good, the bad, and the ugly of parenting can easily be passed on to our children. So it's up to us to decide if the behaviors that we're exhibiting around our children, the way we talk, the way we speak, the way we behave around them, we have to really think about how we want that behavior to affect our children. Do we want it to build them up, or do we want that behavior to break them? We all enter this parenting journey, this parenting relationship, with some kind of wound from our own childhoods, whether we realize it or not. And our poor kids come into our lives, and somehow they surface these wounds. As children, they are biologically wired to act up, to pinch, to push our buttons. But it is our responsibility as parents, as adults, as grown-up, to stay off that cliff when they're pushing us towards the cliff. Because at the end of the day, no one is responsible for your anger except you, not your child. Definitely not your child. So think about that. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.